that the Yoruba people are ready to leave the Nigerian Union. This article is written by Tunde Ladiga. It is time to go. The matchmaking that Lord Lugard forged to protect the interests of the British in the later days of British colonialism seems to have expired. A union that millions of lives were sacrificed to hold together seems to be at the twilight of its existence. The Yoruba ethnic group seems to have come to the realization that it has done its bit trying to unite the country with its many conflicting attributes. It is time to go our separate ways. The leaders in the region at the moment have humongous tasks ahead of them, which they must perform with diplomacy and precision. To avoid bloodshed on all sides and to avoid unnecessary destruction of properties, these leaders must have a united front. They need to go to the drawing board to chart a new course for their regions. To believe that the region is safe in the continued existence of Nigeria, where the Fulani warlords are no more pretending that they have a mission to conquer the whole country, is to expose the people of the other regions to violent aggressions they never bargained for. If the reputation of the Fulani nation is indeed what it has been reputed to be, why then has it become a crime for the Yoruba people and other ethnic nationalities who may be the direct victims of the Fulani expansionist moves to put up some form of defense? I believe it is time to move on. It is time to leave the unhealthy merger. The Yorubas and other nationalities in the Nigerian Union should not wait until their hands and legs are tied before they know that they are in trouble. The affronts exhibited by the Fulani domination proponents and their foolish and selfish praise singers, the atrocities being perpetrated by the Fulani brigands who have been alleged to be behind many of the kidnappings, armed robberies, and sacking of whole communities under the pretext of grazing their cattle is enough, and it is time to go. The following quotation is taken from Michael de Montagne's essay on Cowardice, the Mother of Cruelty. What is it that makes tyrants so lust for blood? It is their worries about their own safety and the fact that when they fear a scratch, their cowardly minds can furnish them with no other means of security save exterminating all those who simply have the means of hurting them, women included. Yes, indeed, that aptly describes the psychological makeup of the typical Fulani man. It describes the nature of the Fulani people, and if the reputation of the Fulani nation is indeed what it has been reputed to be, why then has it become a crime for the Yoruba people and other ethnic nationalities who may be the direct victims of the Fulani expansionist moves to put up some form of defense? Listening to some of the comments coming from the national president of Ñ0Rong Cattle Herders Association, one will be tempted to ask whether he is the spokesman of the Herders Association or that of the Fulani Nation. He claimed that we have nothing to fear because the people who engage in criminal activities are just using Ñ0Rong's name to perpetrate their activities. One, the Fulani are not terrorists. Fulani are not bandits. We are a very peaceful people, according to what he said. The fact remains that cattle herding is just an excuse, a ploy by the Fulani to implement their expansionist agenda. They should rather look for other ways to carry on their business on cattle rearing rather than encroaching on other people's land. Is it until they get to the Atlantic Ocean before they know they have to look for alternative ways to breed their cattle? The Fulani and the Ñ0Rong advocate better wake up from their delirious sleep to the reality that the West will not sit around to wait for some blood-sucking and gun-wielding infidels to just stroll into their lands under the pretext of carrying out a legitimate business and destroy lives and properties of their peace-loving folks. They should know that Amotekun has come to stay. However, one thing is clear to even the most confident of the Fulanis. They know they cannot match the dexterity that attacked of the Yoruba people without the help of the federal government. And the federal government cannot offer them that help without the support of state governors and other political stakeholders in the country. They know all that is needed by other groups in the country, especially those in the southern part, is just for the Yoruba people to say with one voice that they are tired of the Nigerian Union. And indeed, the Yoruba nation is tired. So guys, what I just need to say on this is that the Yoruba should wake up. Delay, like they always say, is dangerous. Delay is dangerous. And these guys are really boasting. Everywhere they are boasting. They have a united voice, and they said Amotekun will not stand. And they said they have put everything in place. Just like they have been boasting. They have put everything in place. And Yoruba still claiming that, oh, they are the one who has been trying to unite this country. That any attempt for them to say they are tired, that, things will fall apart. Because as it is now, they are the one who are always aligning with these people. Why are they aligning with them? What is the correlation in the first place? Somebody should just answer the question. What's the correlation? What are they really, what do they really have in common? If not because of the selfish leaders who are always aligning with them. And again, the people are so powerful, the masses are so powerful, but why is it that they will just allow some people who call themselves leaders to be toiling with their emotions? Somebody will just come because you respect that person, everybody will just follow. Ooh, oh yeah, let's go. Everybody will just follow. Does it mean the masses do not have the mind of their own? Or could it be as a result of, how people have been weaponized with poverty? Could that be the reason? Because at the end of the day, when you are doing something over and over again and yet you are not getting results, are you not supposed to change course? You say you are respecting people, the so-called leaders, and at the end of the day, if you think truly, you see that those leaders are just selfish. They are just there for their own pockets, personal interest on how to fill their own pockets. For how long will the people be deceived? Now they are claiming that they are the ones who have been trying to unite the country. That if they say they are no, they are tired, that things will change drastically. So what are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? Because people's lives are involved here. People's lives are involved day in, day out. People are living in fears. So what are we talking about? So does it mean until things will get to the end, that there will be no remedy? That is when they are going to do the needful. They are just trying to be politically correct. These people are just giving it to them anyhow. And they said nothing will happen, that this Amotekun will not stand. I don't know why they are agitated. We have a lot of security outfits in their own region, and other tribes are living in that place. Nobody has ever made any statement or maybe bothered with any form of a security outfit they have put in place, or any policy they have put in place. Why is it that these people are just adamant? And just like this writer said, that they are just using this issue of oh, they are doing their legitimate business. All of this is now wash. So the better they do the writing, the earlier they do the writing, the better for them. The earlier they do it, the better for them. This procrastination or trying to be politically correct will not help them in the long run. Because when you are trying to make peace and the other people do not really want to, to accept that peace or to follow you in that line, always taking the position, okay, we are superior, we are more than you, and all of that. And like I said, what is the correlation in the first place? What are the things bringing them together? What do they really have in common that they're always aligning with them? Because some people have just decided, to be selfish, and because they feel that their people always respect them, and they will follow through. In my opinion, from what I've really understood, Yoruba people, they love respect. They respect their elders, and I think that's why it's really been easy for people to just, okay, let us respect our elders. These are the things we are talking about, and this is what we want to go, and everybody will just follow suit. Of course, we still have pockets of people who like, oh, I still know what I want, but majority of the people always follow these leaders, and the same thing happens in the northern part of the country. They always love their leaders. They follow their leaders to any length, in as much it's coming from their leaders. But when you talk about the southwest, south and southeast, those ones say, they always say they don't have respect. They say they don't have respect because they have that boldness to talk to their destiny. It's not matter of disrespecting them. they will tell them this is what is it. And another cannot just tell you anything, you just take it like that without even uh, digesting it, without even looking into it. I think that is the reason why when you know those regions, those two regions, they are so bold. It's not as if they don't respect it, but when it comes to the issue on ground, they will tell you to your face. But I think, in my opinion, that is, if I'm wrong, you can just correct me. But that is just what I've been trying to figure out. So the earlier they do the needful, the better for them. If they continue to procrastinate, these people, they said they have everything in place to make sure that any security outfit that is coming from the southwest, is already dead on arrival, and it will not see the light of the day. So that's my own point of view. Honestly, that's my own point of view. Someone says yet that most of the cattle you eat on the western grass can't you find other means that cause problems for everybody? I am from Edo State and I support the movements movement. Enough is enough. Northerners, mind your business. I don't see them making comments when people are attacked in their homelands. No, they will not make any comments because they believe that they are not the ones involved in all of these things. Someone says that the way the Fulani-led federal government is carrying on Nigeria break is inevitable. True talk, Yoruba people fear no battle. We are the messiah of a nation called Nigeria. Like, seriously? I am happy that the Yorubas have woken up. Remain steadfast. The cheating of the Fulani is too much. You don't have to take it. Someone say, Ñ0Rong, you are better act fast. And this one says, time to go, time to go, time to go. Someone says, Yoruba people, they know politics more than Igbo. Once they give them president in 2023, all this noise will stop. Watch and see. Someone says, Southeast is observing. We say good morning to Yoruba people. What we saw years back is seen just now by you people. Sorry, we are watching the cinema. So guys, let's hear your take concerning this article. Leave your comment below and let's learn from you. Thank you very much. Bye.